So hello, good morning. It's Friday! Yay! 7th of October. So Vlogtober Day 7. Nearly a week in now. On my way to work, as always. It's just gone 7. So a little bit later today. As you can see, I've still got a cough. Lovely. Oh, I'm so tired, so glad this week is nearly over. So, we'll see what today brings. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye. So hello again, it's now 6:30 on Friday. It's the first chance I've really had to sit down after my journey to work this morning and film anything. Work just literally was non-stop. And then I've come in and I've sort of faffed about and I'm so tired, I just want to go to sleep, honestly, I really do. But it's Friday night, which means usually Chinese food, yay! Not really super exciting. Honestly, I get so excited about Chinese food, it's ridiculous. So it's been it just feels like a really long week, although it's gone ever so quick. So I don't know what our plans are for the weekend. I think I'm just going to go and collapse in a heap somewhere, I really don't know. But thank goodness this week is over. Still really super annoyed with Sony and PlayStation. Apparently, my husband still hasn't heard anything from them. So he contacted them and he got an email back saying, "Oh yes, we believe you have a problem with a purchase you've made." He's like, "Seriously, have you even read the email that I've just sent you to say that we've been locked out of the account because someone's hacked it?" And that's the response that you get. So utterly useless. They're really frustrating me now. I just want it sorted because we can't get back on. And all the money side of it's been dealt with. PayPal have refunded it, my bank have refunded it, which has been really, really good on both their parts. It's just Sony being complete plonkers. Anyway, so that saga's still going on, unfortunately. I suppose I could probably show you what I've worn today, because Friday we dressed down at work. Not that I've been dressing up this week at all. Had a right old week of not being bothered with what I've been wearing. But Friday is technically dressed down. I didn't wear jeans today, I wore leggings. So I'm just going to turn this around so you can see. I'm in, it's so boring, it's just a new look t-shirt dress, but I have so much love for this t-shirt dress. I think this is the second one I bought. The first one I actually panic bought before going to the Curve Fashion Festival last September. I wanted something comfortable to wear and I went into New Look and I found one and I just loved it. So just after Christmas, I found one of these reduced in the Redditch store for like about £8, and I thought, oh, I'm having it. I'm having another one because my first one has started to go a bit bobbly. Because that's the only problem with these; they do really bobble. And my necklace, I don't know if you can just see there, it's like pinky and purple with like little. It's not really. I can't do it because my thing gets in the way. But it's got like, actually, if I turn this round, let's do it this way, and it's got like little glittery bits in it. I call it my unicorn necklace because it's really sweet. It was like so cheap. And again, look, there's a trainers and my trusty £3 Primark leggings. Honestly, I just don't think you can go wrong with Primark leggings. I really don't. I do need to make more of an effort next week. Maybe try and wear something like that, which is a Lindy Bop. I think that's a Dorothy and various things, and oh, that's very summer. I need to stop putting that away. But yeah, I need to so I've worn that this week. I wore that this week, which you've seen. I've worn that this week. I've worn really boring colours and stuff. Like, my wardrobe needs such a good sort out. It really, really does. So the plan really now is it's like chill out time really for me now. It's Friday night. Have something to eat. So yeah, but I tell you what was really sweet, when I got in from work, the cat, I'll just go and show you where she is. She's actually asleep at the moment. She's banned from our bedroom currently just because of the problem she's had with the fleas, because we've managed to de-flea in here, so we've had to keep her out. But I don't know, she is still there. Let's just turn this around very quietly. There she is. Fast asleep. But I just want to zoom in because I want to show you the cushion. Look at that cushion. My mother-in-law made that for us. She bought the material. I think she bought it off eBay. And look at it's all little cats. And we had it, and she's such a fussy bugger, this cat. Honestly, she really is. We had it, and she gave that cushion to us. She sat on it occasionally, but she's ever so peculiar. She won't sit in a bed. I was going to put this back down. She won't sit in a cat bed because she just doesn't. I bought her, when we first got her, I just bought one of those little circular cat beds. And like literally she'd see it, like you'd get it near her and she'd see it and she would just run a mile. I was going to move you a bit more, a bit closer to me. She'd run a mile, she was a nightmare. And then I bought one of those igloo ones because I thought, well, maybe she might like to have, like something over her, because like when we first got her, obviously she was very nervous and she'd like hide under Oliver's bed. No, if you put treats in it, she'd stick her head in and eat the treats and then just like back out. But she's the most peculiar cat. I don't know if anybody else has got a cat that does this. But like when we first had her, she was under Oliver's bed, as you might expect. And then she would sleep on the floor of his bedroom. He's got like a cupboard with a canvas front. And it would sort of move it out and she'd sleep with the canvas front over it on like a little cushion underneath. And then she'd sleep on top of his wardrobe. And then as she became more confident, she would sleep on our bed. And then she stopped doing that. And then she took to sleeping out in, just recently, she's been sat out in our lean-to in one corner. Then she stopped doing that and now she's sat in a different corner. And now I've come home tonight and I was like, where's the cat? And Mr. S was like, oh, she's up on the landing. So I came up and you can see we've got like the little bars, the little strut things. And she was like looking through it, sticking a paw out at me going, oh, Mum, it's you, you're home. And I was like, oh, she's on her cushion. So this is obviously her new spot because she sat out on the landing before but in different parts. But honestly, I could buy her the world's most expensive cat bed and she probably wouldn't de-sit in it. She's so peculiar. She's got like a really funny ways about her and she'll get bored of where she's sleeping. Like she'll sleep for the next week or so, that will be her home, and then she'll find somewhere else she wants to go. I think she likes it because I think there's warm pipes that run through that. But she's also, I don't know if anybody else has got a cat like this, she's really sensitive. The other night, I think it was Wednesday night, when we found out about the fraud. Was it Wednesday night? No. Yes, Wednesday night I found out about the fraud. And like obviously I was quite agitated because I'd had to get on the phone to my bank and there was loads of stuff going on. Then we were checking emails and then we could see all the fraudulent activity that was going on and it was like, oh. And obviously I was not super stressed, but obviously I was agitated and I'd probably raised my voice a little bit. And she gets really funny. She doesn't like it. If I get angry or I raise my voice or if I get upset about something, she like looks like, oh. And like I was sat next to Mr. S on the sofa because we were both like sat looking at his computer, looking at his emails. And she came trotting over and she had to get up on the sofa in between us and she was like chirruping, like, are you all right? Are you all right? And like cuddled up to him, like, what's going on? You know, and she's really sensitive to like what's going on around her with us and the way that we are. Like if I get upset for any reason, she'll like come up to me and like meow and like look at me like, what's the matter? What can I do? You know, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? And even if we laugh really loudly, she doesn't like it. She like hunkers down because obviously we don't know her backstory. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that we only got her around January, February time of this year, and obviously she's about 4. And the people that we got her from, she had ended up as a stray and they took her in. But she didn't get on with the other cat that lived there. So basically she ended up having to live upstairs and the other cat lived downstairs. And I think he was bullying her, although she's a terrible bully, as I've now since discovered. So that's when we first got her, she would not come downstairs because I think she thought the cat was still there that was going to like take all her food and stuff. And even now she's ever so twitchy when she goes to her food bowl. She like looks at you like, you're going to take my food, you're going to take my food. I'm like, I'm not going to take your food, I'm just walking past you. You nutter. And I think it's because she probably had to fight for her food and stuff. And like when we first got her, she literally would not come downstairs unless it was to eat. And then she'd like sit on the stairs and like look at you and be like, oh no, I can't go downstairs. And then little by little we got her to come down, and now she just has to run the house. She goes wherever she wants, she does whatever she wants. But she's really peculiar as well, that she's not a lap cat as such. She will sit with you, but what she'll do is she's really funny. If you're not sat in the way she wants, she gets really agitated and she meows at you. But if I'm sat on the sofa, I have to leave, and it always has to be on my left-hand side as well. This is another weird thing about her. She has to sit on your left-hand side, and I have to leave a space, a big enough gap for her on the sofa, and she'll come across, and she'll sort of turn her head like that and rub it all down my leg, and then stick her head like literally looking back up at me with her bottom in the air, so she's like that. And you have to like tickle her under the chin, and that is what she does, and she will stay like that for ages, and she literally throws herself sideways across your legs, so she won't sort of actually sit in the middle of your lap, but she's like that. But then if she wants to like get across me, so like if she wants to go and sit with Mr. S, because sometimes she's like, oh, I've had enough of you now, I want to go to him, she'll like look over and she's like working out, and she really, if she can help it, she really doesn't want to stand on you. I don't know why. She's really reluctant to put her paws on me, and she'll literally like, almost like bunny hop over me, or she'll very quickly go like put her paws on me ever so quick. So I don't know what's happened to her. I don't know if something's happened to her when she's little that's made her a bit fearful of standing on people. I don't know, she's ever so strange, and like she tolerates being picked up, because I do pick her up, but she has to be in the right mood for it, and if she's in the right frame of mind, you pick her up, she like purrs really loudly and like sort of squeezes you on your shoulder, because she's not one of these cats, she doesn't need you like that. She does. When she's lying down, you do see her sometimes stretch her claws out and then go like that, just literally in thin air. But she doesn't actually do it to us. She doesn't need us like some cats do. Like, which is what they do to their mums, isn't it? When they're feeding, they need them. She doesn't really do that. But she's ever so funny. She's ever so chatty. She like chirrups and talks. And if you talk to her, she like chirrups and meows back at you. I'd love to know what she's trying to tell me. Probably something to shut up. Honestly, she's the funniest little cat. And it's ever so peculiar. We got her earlier this year, and I'd wanted a cat for ages. I've grown up with cats. I had 4 cats growing up when I lived with my parents, and I love cats dearly. And I've been pestering Mr. S for ages. I really wanted a cat, and I saw her details on the Cats Protection website, and she was what they call a direct rehome, because she wasn't coming from one of their foster parents or from their rehoming centre. She was living with somebody who just contacted them to say, look, can you advertise her because she needs a new home? And I saw a picture of her, and instantly I was like, oh my gosh, she just looks so much like the cat that my parents had. The last cat they had, which was called Bubbles, who was a crazy tortoiseshell. She was lovely. I was like, I've got to have her. It's like she's like waiting for me. So I rang up, spoke to the Cats Protection, then I spoke to the people that had her, which was this lovely couple. They were so sweet. Betty was the lady's name. and arranged to go out and see her. And then we had the home visit, and literally within hours I was on the phone like, can we just come and get her? I just literally couldn't stand the thought of her not being with us like a second longer. And I'd like went to the pet shop and like bought everything in sight to get her home. And she has definitely filled a gap, I think. Even Mr. S, and he doesn't say an awful lot, even he said the other night, he said, she's filled a gap, hasn't she? And I went, yeah, she is such a big part of the family, and she's completed the family, I suppose, in a way that I didn't think we could, if that makes sense. I suppose because I've suffered miscarriages and I've got Oliver, obviously, she just fills a little void. She is like my baby. Terrible. And I do say to her, because I say, well, where's your dad? And she'll look at me. If I say, where's your dad? She does actually look over at Mr. S. It's ever so funny. And she's got to know our routines now. If I'm late home from work, I was late home. I was late home yesterday. See, I just can't. I'm so tired. I can't think straight. Yeah, I was late home yesterday, and apparently she was getting really, really agitated. She couldn't, because she didn't know where I was. Although obviously I don't know how cats work in terms of body clocks and knowing times, but they do seem to know, don't they? They definitely know the times, and she sort of knows the routine. I get up in the morning and I'll say, right, I'm off to work, and I say goodbye to her. But if I'm not home by a certain time, when she's sort of expecting me to be home, she paces around like, where is she? I don't know where she is. And she does, she gets all agitated. She's ever so funny. And she does this thing, she hasn't done it lately, but she does do this thing that when you come in, she literally throws herself sideways on the hallway rug downstairs and demands to have tummy tickles. And she will get, and cats are notorious for this, she gets right in the middle of the rug. So you have to, if you want to go anywhere, you've literally got to step over her to go somewhere. And I'll be there with bags of shopping, and she's like that, fuss me. I'm like, I can't, I've got loads of shopping. You'll have to just wait a minute, to move you. Bless her. But no, I'm so glad we got her. I really am. And if you were ever thinking of adopting a cat, I would definitely recommend somewhere like the Cats Protection League. They were brilliant when we dealt with them. And obviously it's nice to adopt a cat who's in desperate need of a home. But if you live in Birmingham as well, there's a really good charity called Fur Babies, who you can follow on Facebook, and they take in lots of different cats, and they put them on their Facebook page for rehoming, and they're just beautiful. Honestly, I just want them. If I could, I would have them all. If we thought she would cope with another cat, I would have a second one. But unfortunately, I don't think, given her history with the other cat at the other house, I don't think she'd like it, and I definitely wouldn't be. It wouldn't be fair to her. So I thought I was going to sound like the corner of my eye. Then I gave myself a fright. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be fair to her. To be honest, and wouldn't do that. We'll just keep her on her own. But I like to hope. Well, I hope anyway that we've given her a nice home, well, forever home to live in. And she is honest, but she is absolutely. She is just she's as mad as a box of frogs. They do say naughty torty. I don't know if she's naughty as such, but she's absolutely crazy. And she's a fussy madam. The other night, her litter tray, she had a wee in it, and then she decided that she needed to do a poo, and she was like, well, I've just weed there, so I'm not going to poo in it. So she got on a corner of it and just pooed all on the mat. I was like, thanks, Bonnie. I was like, you've got a perfectly good litter tray. And then she'll go out and then come in and have a poo. I'm like, really? You've just been outside? Or she'll have a poo in a litter tray and then go out. I'm like, oh, for God's sake. Honestly, I spoil that cat. I really do. But I wouldn't be without her for all the money in the world. She is rather funny. So, yes, that's been my day, really. It was nice to come home and have her looking at me like that. Hello, Mum. She's so sweet. It's nice to come home and be greeted by the cat. It really is. Should also say it's nice to come home and see Mr. S and Oliver, obviously, as well. So it's Friday. It's now nearly 7:15. It's rock and roll time for me. I am going to get my pyjamas on in a minute and have a glass of wine and order some food. Hopefully might put some music on. And I'm just going to chill out. I've no idea what we're going to do tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. Probably just end up in town somewhere. So that's it. That's almost the first week of Vlogtober done. So I will see you all tomorrow. Again, don't forget you can see me on Twitter at gamergirl0621, on Instagram at NattieNikki, and my blog is www.nattienikki.com. I'm sure you all know this off by heart by now. I don't know why I bothered to keep saying it. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow, and it's Saturday. Yeah! Goodbye.